Let's start by just saying what is a logarithm? Okay, a logarithm in its simplest definition is just another way of writing exponents. Okay, so we're going to look at a couple different ways of writing these expressions. We're going to look at exponential form first, and then I'll show you what that would be written like in logarithmic form. Okay, so let's take this exponential expression. B of x equals a. Okay, what do we call this term right here? Well, this term here would be called the base. Okay, and what term would we call this up here? This one here would be the exponent. Okay, so we think of it as b for base, x for exponent. So b of x equals a. So if we're going to write this in logarithmic form, what would that look like? Well, we abbreviate logarithm with just the expression log, and you typically find it all in lowercase letters. Okay, after log, we're going to put our base right down here, base b. Okay. After that, whatever's out here will come inside, and that's going to equal what our exponent is. Okay, so this here, wherever we raise a base to a certain exponent, is going to give us this number a. When we put it in logarithmic form, we're going to say the log of base b, okay, of that, whatever that number is over here, that's going to equal our exponent. So here you can see we're finding this constant number here. Here we're starting off with a constant in the base, and we're getting our exponent. Okay. So what I want to concentrate on this lesson is how to write from exponential form into logarithmic form, and then how to write an expression in logarithmic form and rewrite it in exponential form. Okay, so let's start practice writing expressions given to us in logarithmic form into exponential form. Okay. Let's start with this. If we have log base 3 of 9 equals 2. Okay, remember that this is our base, so writing in exponential form, that's our base. We're going to raise it to a certain exponent. Where's our exponent? That's what our log equals. Okay, and that's going to equal this constant here. Okay, so you can see our base is the same. Log base 3 of 9 equals 2. We have our base 3. What do we raise that to equal 9? Well, we're going to raise that to the exponent of 2. Okay, let's try another one here. If we have sorry, 16 equals 4. I had trouble reading my own writing there. I apologize. Okay, so if I have log base 2 of 16 equals 4, let's rewrite that as an exponential. Okay, our base is going to be 2. Okay. Our exponent is right here. That's what this log equals. So it's going to be 2 to the 4th equals 16. You can do the math and see that's correct there. Okay. Okay, now not always going to be this straightforward though. So let's try a little more difficult here. Okay, so we have the log base 4 of 1/16 equals -2. Okay, it's not that it's more difficult, it just kind of looks that way. Okay, we know our base is right here, our base is 4. Okay, what's our exponent? That's what this whole log expression equals. So we're going to raise that to the -2, and that's going to equal our constant here of 1/16. Okay, so 4 to the -2 equals 1/16. And if you remember back in earlier algebra days, when we raise to a negative exponent, where actually that goes in the denominator of a fraction. So this would actually be 1 over 4 squared equals 1/16. Do the math there, and you can see that's correct. Okay, so that's how we go from log to exponential form. Okay, how about if we're going from exponential form into logarithmic form? I wrote one up here already. 14 squared equals 196. Okay, so we're going to rewrite that. Log, what is the base in this expression? That's the number 14 here. Okay, next comes our constant. Okay, and then the entire logarithmic expression on the left side here, that's going to equal our exponent. Okay, so log base 14 of 196, that does equal 2. Okay. this being our base, this being our exponent. So 14 squared equals 196, or log base 14 of 196 equals 2. Okay, let's try another one here. I have 3 to the 4th equals 81. Equals 81. Okay. What's our base? Our base goes right here. Our base is 3. We'll take our constant over here. 81 equals, what's our exponent? Equals 4. Okay, so log base 3 of 81 equals 4. Try one that looks a little less straightforward. Let's see if we can get through that one. Okay, so we have 8 raised to the 4/3 equals 16. Okay, so if we're going to write this as a logarithmic expression, we would write log. What's our base? Our base is 8. What's our constant? Okay. 16 equals our exponent of 4/3. Okay, our log expression equals our exponent. So we have 8 to the 4/3 equals 16. We see that's how it reads in exponential form as well. Okay, so that's a brief introduction to logs, kind of what they look like, how to write from logarithmic form into exponential form, and also how to write from exponential form into logarithmic. Okay, so go to your homework, and if you have any questions, please email.